Good evening, friends. I had a nice route planned out for myself to get downtown. Gonna be going to the Moto Social bike meetup, but time is running short. So if I go the fun route, I won't get there until it's almost over. So I'm gonna have to take the direct route on the highway, which I really don't want to do because it's rush hour. It's 5:30 in the afternoon. This is the fastest way to get there, but definitely going to be running into some traffic. If you haven't been to one of these in a while, on my homepage on YouTube there, I have a playlist just for Moto Social, and I have quite a few of them from the last 2 to 3 years on that playlist if you're interested in checking that out. Usually I walk around, film some bikes, and then I interview some people just to see who's in the moto community here, check out their bikes and their bike life. So if you're into that sort of thing, check it out. If not, I've got other playlists about test riding bikes and cruisers, sport bikes, all kinds of test rides. Of course, this is for people that have never really explored my channel. You're welcome to do so. That's why I make these videos. Speaking of motorcycles, here on the left is Ride Now Power Sports. All the Japanese brands, plus BMW and Indian, and Can-Am, Sea-Doo, Watercraft, stuff like that. They got all kinds of toys in there. A lot of my videos, I end up there doing some short videos or bike walk-arounds. Right now they have in there 3 M1000 XRs, brand new ones. And they had 2 M1000Rs. My friend just bought one of them. You check that video out. That's a nice bike. And then there's one, the last time I checked, there was one of the brand new M1000 RRs there in black. Very nice. I'm just not a fan of those huge winglets. I don't know. I know they produce benefits in the seconds and milliseconds for the riders on the track, but out on the street, I don't know what those things are going to do. You're not going that fast unless you're on the highway and there's nobody in front of you and you're doing 190 at 2 in the morning or something ridiculous. I really like the XR, the BMW XR. The only thing I don't like about it, which kind of prohibits me from buying it, is the looks. The back end of the bike, the tank, all the mid stuff, all it's pretty fine. I'm okay with it all. It's just the beak on the front and the long forks. It kind of looks a little bit more like it should be an adventure bike in the front because it has such a long legs there in the front and that short little insect beak or whatever it is. I just don't like that part of that bike. But other than that, the ergonomics in that bike are great. Really comfortable. Got a nice engine in there. Nice sporty motor. I think it's got about 170 horsepower on the standard. The M version I think is about 100 or 205. I think it is, something like that. But overall, it's a good bike. I just don't like that little front beak thing. And that's a huge factor in your bike. When you park it, walk away, and then do the double take and turn around and look at it, you should have a feeling like when you look at it, like, yeah, that's nice. That's a hot looking bike. If you don't say that to yourself, then you either bought the wrong bike or you're a person that is unconcerned with form and just are buying the bike for function. But this bike is now it's 5 years old. It's got 38,000 miles on it. I put a lot of miles on this bike. still runs perfect though. I keep up on all the maintenance, and I don't really beat on it too badly. So I've been thinking, like, what's my next bike? What should I get? I really don't know. There's lots of different bikes I want, and well, one of the things I'd like to have a bike that's like kind of a sport bike, like have a nice like double R or something like that, and then have, I think right now my dream scenario would be have a double R and an RT. So I could have the double R for when I want to have fun and go fast and just be in that sporty position, and then have the RT when I want to go on long distance or just more relaxed riding, and have bags, panniers, and put stuff in it, and you know, that kind of riding. That would be ideal. And I think that's the attractive part about that XR. It's a little bit of both. It's got the sporty motor in it, inline 4, lots of horsepower. And if you put an exhaust on it, it sounds amazing. It sounds just like a, you know, full-on sport bike. And it can have panniers and bags. Its ergonomics are very comfortable, so you can ride it for a long time. So I think that's probably one of the best street bikes, I think, that is overlooked by a lot of people that are looking at BMW. I mean, if you're just going to crush miles on the highway and you're doing, you know, crossing state lines and doing big touring stuff, then yeah, maybe you just want to get an RT or a K1600, something like that. If we're just looking at BMW as a brand, of course you can do all kinds of other bikes you can choose, but kind of just staying within the confines of BMW. And I don't do a whole lot of, you know, I don't cross state lines or anything like that at this moment. I will be in the future. Just where I am right now in life, can't really do that. But I love sport bikes. I love the way they sound. But, all right, so I'll talk to you later. We're picking up some speed now, and it's going to get too loud. Warm. It's dry, so it doesn't feel as bad. The sun is going down, so it's not as strong, but it's still registering 98 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not cool. Oh, there we are.
Your destination is on the left.
Black bike.